Yoga, Bombom tea, Chini Tanchu, Mungbong
Warning, trigger warning. If you easily triggerable, run. Don't walk. Don't hide. Don't be just being nosy trying to see if you can make it. You ain't. Go. Get the fuck out of here. Wait. No, don't wait. I was just joking. Yeah, you gonna be triggered. Bye. So we are just going to quickly read through these affidavits for search warrants. Some of them are not as interesting as others, but let's get into it. So we are here with this search, what does it say? Affidavit for search warrant, the state of Utah, county of Washington, the undersigned affiant, Detective Jessica Laura Bates of Santa Clara Ivins Police Department, upon an oath or written affidavit subscribed under criminal penalty, declares that the affiant has reason to believe that on the premises known as White iPhone with clear case, further described as Jody Hildebrandt's White iPhone XR with a clear case, model number, serial number, SIM card, password all redacted, on the person described as Jody Hildebrandt, on the items described as White iPhone. In the city of Ivins, county of Washington, state of Utah, there is now certain property or evidence described as Jody Hildebrandt's White iPhone XR serial number, redacted, and that said property or evidence was unlawfully acquired or is unlawfully possessed, has been used or is possessed for the purpose of being used to commit or conceal the commission of an offense, or is evidence of illegal conduct. Affiant believes the property and evidence described above is evidence of the crime of evidence of the crime of crimes of aggravated child abuse. The facts to establish the grounds for issuance of a search warrant are, I don't know why it is important to note that the education and training of the detective has no relevance to the facts of this case. Yeah, I didn't get that part, so I'm not going to read her resume. I'm just going to skip down to August 30th, 2023, Redacted climbed out of the window of an Ivins residence belonging to Jody Hildebrandt and ran to a neighbor's home. Redacted knocked on the door requesting food and water. The neighbor observed duct tape on redacted ankles and wrists and contacted law enforcement. Upon arrival, law enforcement observed the wounds and the malnourishment of redacted to be severe, and redacted was transported to the redacted hospital. Redacted was placed on a medical hold due to redacted deep lacerations from being tied up with rope and from redacted malnourishment. Redacted informed medical personnel and officers that a cayenne pepper and honey paste was made to put on redacted wounds. Jody Hildebrandt was found to be in direct care of redacted and redacted sibling, redacted, as they were staying at her home. Redacted was transported to the hospital and also determined to be malnourished by medical professionals. A search warrant was served on Jody Hildebrandt's residence. In Jody Hildebrandt's bathroom, I located 2 used medical gauze dressings near a cayenne pepper and honey paste. This observation adds to Ms. Hildebrandt's knowledge of the abuse in the home. Ms. Hildebrandt requested a lawyer and did not speak with us. Once given her charges, Ms. Hildebrandt informed me redacted and redacted should never be allowed around any other kids. Jody Hildebrandt was in possession of a White iPhone XR serial number, redacted. At the time officers made contact with her, I am requesting a warrant on Jody Hildebrandt's cell phone in order to obtain further evidence pertaining to Ms. Hildebrandt's participation and knowledge of the child abuse between both children, redacted. Wherefore your affiant prays that a search warrant be issued for the seizure of said item in the daytime. I declare under criminal penalty of the state of Utah that the foregoing is true and correct. This was executed on the 31st day of August 2023 at 7:45 a.m. by Jessica Laura Bates. So there is one more attachment, another search warrant, but it generally states the same thing about the iPhone XR. So what I'm going to do is just attach everything so that you can see it. Or link it in the description, and that way, if you want to read the whole thing, you definitely can. Otherwise, I am going to skip over to this story that I just found, and I wanted to read quickly. So we switched over to 2KU TV. Unanswered questions surround third Connextions classroom members' involvement. We appreciate you, Brian Schnee of KU TV. This was published Friday, September 22nd, 2023 at 12:36 a.m. Salt Lake City. 2 News has been looking into the affiliation of a third member of Jody Hildebrandt's business Connextions classroom. According to the Connextions website, which is still active, an individual named Pam Bodtcher is listed a business team member. Pam Bodtcher is the president of Connextions Foundation. The website reads in a short biography posted just above Ruby Frankie's bio. 2 News has tried to reach out to Pam over the last few weeks via phone calls and text messages, but didn't get a response. According to the IRS nonprofit search tool, Connextions Foundation receives 501-C-3 tax exemption status in 2014, but the foundation hasn't returned a 990-N form since 2020. The last registered date for Connextions is at Jody Hildebrandt's address in Ivins. 2 News' Brian Schnee spoke with Jody's niece, Jessie Hildebrandt, a few weeks ago. Pam Bodtcher, when I was living with Jody, Pam Bodtcher was around. She was Jody's best friend, Jessie said. I didn't realize that she was connected in this. I have very strong feelings towards Pam because of, not that she was directly applying abuse, like she wasn't actually involved, but she was one of the people that was constantly surveilling. The surveillance of reporting back to Jody. Jessie said that Pam was always at the house because she was friends with Jody. 2 News is continuing to try and learn more about Bodtcher's involvement in Connextions classroom. So you ain't had shit else to do besides sit in somebody else's house and watch some kids be punished, and you was the low snitch. I got you, boo. I got all allegedly, in my opinion, according to what they said. I don't know, none of this is true, but this shit just getting worse and worse and worse. And it's just bad. It looked bad. It didn't sound good. Like, none of this sounded good from the very beginning. First time I seen them people, I'm just confused as to how anybody else thought it was a good idea. You want to fit in so bad that if somebody believes halfway what you believe, you'll go with whatever they say. You won't rock the boat. You'll just let them have these horrible ass ideas, thoughts, beliefs, and practices. And you'll help them. So you sit there and you reported back. It's raining outside. It's a storm. It's 7:09 a.m. and I'm finishing this video. I'm about to post it. It is pouring. I hope you all could hear the rain, to be honest. I'm loving the sounds. I'm going to chill today. It is Saturday. I don't have to work until October the 2nd, so I have a whole week off. So I'm going to work on some YouTube videos. Hopefully I'll have some better ones than this, because these people are pitiful and they should be shamed. Hopefully these kids gonna get the payback. Even if you don't go to jail, boo, I always hope you get the payback. Karma is a bitch, and these kids got plenty of time to plan on it. You better look over your shoulder. If you've been putting cayenne and honey, are you kidding? No, you're right. I apologize. Let me mind my business. Again, I hope y'all enjoy y'all Saturday.